Unit 6 deals with the income tax authorities, the meaning and authorities comes under income tax, and also the functions and powers of income tax authorities. Basis of charge, that means on what basis we are going to charge the income from house property. In this unit, just you are going to learn about what is deduction under chapter 6A and what all the deduction comes under section 80C to 80U with respect to individual. Hello everyone, I am Arun Kumar, lecturer in Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram, First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Dear students, welcome to this very first session on the subject Tax Management 1, which is there for 5th sem B.B.A students who are studying under University of Mysuru. So dear students, in this first session, we will be discussing about the syllabus and each unit and also about the marks distribution and the books for reference. So in this particular subject, that is Tax Management 1, in this subject, totally we have 6 units. How much we have? We have totally 6 units. Unit 1 deals with Introduction to Income Tax. Unit 2 deals with Income from Salary. Unit 3 deals with Income from House Property. Unit 4 deals with Profit and Gains of Business and Profession. Unit 5 deals with Deduction under Chapter 6A and Deduction from Section 80C to 80U. And the last unit, that is Unit 6, it deals with Income Tax Authorities. So totally we have 6 units under this particular subject. Moving further to know about each unit. So unit number 1. Unit number 1. So the unit name is Introduction to Income Tax. So in unit 1, the unit name or the chapter name is Introduction to Income Tax. So in this we are going to study about what is income tax. We are going to study about what is income tax and what is the meaning of income, and also we are going to study about who is called person, again income of a person, and assessment year, previous year, the meaning of previous year, and also we are going to study about assessee, who is called the person assessee, and who are all the people called assessee. So about that we are going to study, and we are going to study about gross total income, meaning of gross total income and the meaning of total incomes and the exempted incomes which comes under section 10 and the meaning of agricultural income, and we are going to study about the residential status with respect to individual. So these are all the topics what we are going to study under unit number 1. So which are the topics we will be studying? We will be studying about what is income tax, what is the meaning of income, what is total income, what is gross total income, what is previous year, what is assessment year, what is the term assessee is all about, and who is called person, and which are all the items comes under the exemption under section 10, and also we are going to study about the residential status of an individual. So this deals with unit 1. Next, moving on, unit 2. Okay, unit 2, it's all about income from salary. So the name of the chapter or the unit is income from salary. So in this particular unit, we will be studying about the meaning of salary, and meaning of allowances, and meaning of perquisites, and also about valuation of perquisites and provident fund. Yes, what is the meaning of provident fund, and deductions, and under section 24, computation of income from house property. Yes, so in this particular unit, unit number 2, we will be discussing about the income from salary. So what are the items comes under income from salary, and what is allowances, what is perquisites, and what and all we are supposed to add and deduct with respect to income from salary. So this is what we are going to study under unit number 2. Next, moving on to unit number 3. It is about income from house property. Unit number 3 is all about income from house property. So here you are going to study about basis of charge. That means on what basis we are going to charge the income from house property and exempted income from house property. Yes, which are the incomes which comes under exemption with respect to house property, and we are going to learn about how to compute the annual value and determination of annual value and deduction under section 24. Yes, what are the items comes under deduction under section 24, and next we are going to compute the income from house property. So after knowing the basis of charge and the meaning of annual value and determination of annual value, we are going to determine or we are going to solve few problems on computation of income from house property. Next, moving on to unit number 4. Unit number 4, it's all about profit and gains and profession. Yes, profit and gains of business and profession. So here in this particular chapter, we are going to know the meaning of business and profession and definition of business and also about the definition of profession. And next, expenses and losses. Yes, we are going to know about what is called expenses and what is called losses, and expressly allowed expenses and losses, expressly disallowed. Yes, expressly allowed expenses and losses and expressly disallowed items. So we are going to learn about the definition and the meaning of business and profession. After that, we are going to know what is losses, what is expenses, what is the deductions and what is disallowed items. And after knowing the theoretical part, we are going to solve a few problems based upon income from business and profession. This is all about unit number 4. In unit number 5, it's all about deduction under chapter 6A and deduction from section 80C to 80U. So here in this unit, just you are going to learn about what is deduction under chapter 6A and what all the deduction comes under section 80C to 80U with respect to individual. So section 80C to 80U, it is applicable for individual as well as for companies as well as partnership firm as well as other corporates. Okay, but here in this unit, for this unit, we are going to study only about with respect to individual person. So section 80C to 80U applicable to individual only. So unit number 5 deals with chapter 6A and deduction under section 80C to 80U. Next, unit 6. So unit 6 is all about income tax authorities. Unit 6 is all about income tax authorities. So here the structure of income tax authorities, who and all comes under the income tax authorities, and functions and powers of various income tax authorities. Yes, we are going to learn about the functions and powers of various income tax authorities. So unit 6 deals with the income tax authorities, the meaning and authorities comes under income tax, and also the functions and powers of income tax authorities. So this is the topic what we are going to study under unit 6. Next, moving further, question paper pattern. So in the main exam, you are going to write the paper, you are going to write the exam for 80 marks. For how many marks you are going to write? You are going to write for 80 marks. So in main exam, you will be having totally 3 parts. Part A, Part B and Part C. In Part A, you will be asking you 4 questions. In Part A, you will be asking you 4 questions. Each question carries 5 marks. So each question carries 5 marks. So you will be answering 4 questions. Each question carries 5 marks and totally you will be answering for 20 marks in Part A. Next, Part B. In Part B, he is going to ask you 3 questions and you are supposed to answer 3 questions. Each question carries 10 marks. So totally for 30 marks. In Part C, you will be answering 2 questions. Each question carries 15 marks, totally for 30 marks. So in all these 3 sections, in Part A, you will be asking for 20 marks. In Part B, you will be asking for 30 marks. And Part C, you will be asking for 30 marks. Totally, you will be rating the exam for 80 marks. So this is the question paper pattern. Next, chapter wise marks allotment. Yes, From unit 1, you'll be asking the questions for nearly 35 marks. You'll be asking the questions nearly for 35 marks, and you have to give high priority with respect to unit 1. Next, unit 2, you'll be asking questions for 20 marks. You'll be asking questions for 20 marks, and you also give high priority to unit 2. Next, unit 3, again 20 marks. You'll be asking question for 20 marks. Next, unit 4, 30 marks. In unit 4, you'll be asking for 30 marks. Here also you have to give high priority. Unit 5, nearly you'll be asking questions for 10 marks in your main exam. So need not to give more importance to unit 5. But for the knowledge purpose, you have to study unit 5 also. Next, unit 6, you'll be asking questions for 15 marks. So here also you need not to worry much about unit number 6 because he'll be asking only for 15 marks. But for knowledge purpose, you have to study the concept. So this is how he's going to allot the marks on chapter basis or unit basis in your main exam. Next, books for reference. So which are the books you are supposed to refer to gain the knowledge about the subject tax management? So direct taxes written by H.C. Mehrotra and income tax written by Bhagavati Prasad. Next, direct taxes written by Vinod Singhania and direct taxes again written by T. Manoharam and indirect taxes by Dathai. So if you refer these books, you'll gain the knowledge about the subject tax management 1, and you'll be in a very easy way to answer all the questions in your main exam if you refer this many books. So with this, I'm going to wind up this session. I'll meet you in the upcoming sessions with few more new topics with respect to tax management 1. Until then, thank you all.